Hey y'all, welcome to this week's What's for Dinner. My name is Bethany or Budget Bethany, and this week's What's for Dinner is nothing but casseroles or bakes, which I feel are similar to casseroles. Same concept, just different names basically. So if you're in need of new casserole, quick, easy meal ideas, then just keep watching. Alright y'all, tonight for dinner we're going to have this chicken and rice bake. So you'll need 2 packs of the rice sides, the Nor rice sides, the chicken flavor. You'll need 2 cans of cream of chicken, and then these are my seasonings for my chicken. I'm going to use some garlic powder, some seasonal, some Tony's, and you'll also need some chicken broth. I just forgot to get those out before I started filming, but you'll just fill one of these cans up with the chicken broth and pour it on your rice also. And then of course you'll need some chicken. I'm just going to use some chicken thighs, but you could use chicken breasts, chicken legs, pretty much whatever kind of chicken you prefer. Alright y'all, for the assembly of this casserole, it's really quick, easy, and simple. All you'll need is 2 packets of the Knorr pasta rice sides. You'll dump both of those packets into the bottom of your baking dish. Then you'll cover that with your 2 cans of cream of chicken. You'll use one of your cans that your cream of chicken come out of and fill it up with chicken broth. Pour it over on everything, and then you'll mix all that up really well. Then you'll put your chicken on top. You can season up your chicken however you like to season your chicken. So I got my chicken in here. I did decide to do 3 chicken legs and 4 chicken thighs. Just figured the legs would be easier for the kids to eat. Now I'm going to start adding my seasoning, and I got some garlic powder, some Morton seasoned salt, and some Tony Creole seasoning. And here's how it looks once it comes out of the oven. It was pretty good. My family really enjoyed it. It's basically like chicken and rice, just baked in the oven. We had some sweet peas on the side, and that was dinner for this night, y'all. Alright y'all, tonight we're going to be making a lemon pepper chicken bake casserole. Not sure, whatever you want to call it. I don't call it a casserole, I call it a bake, but it's the same concept as a casserole. But all you'll need is some diced up potatoes, and I've got about 5 or 6 in here that I diced up really well. Then I've got some bell pepper and some onion. I think it's like a half an onion and then a whole bell pepper. Then I've got some lime juice. I usually use a lemon juice, but I was out, so I'm going to use the lime juice because it gives the same taste as the lemon juice. Then I've got some garlic powder, some seasonal, and some lemon pepper seasoning. Then I've got some butter. The drink is not for it. I'm just drinking all that while I'm cooking. So, and you'll also need some chicken, whatever kind of chicken you want. I'm going to be using leg quarters, but you'll put your potatoes in the bottom of your pan first. Then you'll cut up some cubes of butter on top of your potatoes. Then you'll put in your peppers and onions. Then you'll pour on a little bit of this lime juice. And then you'll place your chicken on top of that, season it up, and pour a little bit more of the lime juice on there, and then put it in the oven and bake it on about 375 for about an hour. You know, you want to make sure your taters and your chicken is fully cooked and everything like that. just going to season up my chicken, and I'm going to use some Morton seasoned salt, and some lemon pepper and some garlic powder on my chicken, but I always say use whatever kind of seasonings you want. But I will say that the lemon pepper gives it a really good flavor with that lime juice, or lemon juice if you're using lemon juice like you're supposed to be. But anyway, I would highly recommend you use some lemon pepper on your chicken. And here it is once it comes out of the oven. This was always one of my all-time favorites growing up. Whenever my mama would ask me what I wanted for dinner, I'd always tell her this. You could also serve this with some kind of sides, but honestly it's really filling, so this was enough for my family. Alright, so now I'm going to be making a Tattletail casserole, and I've just got 2 pounds of ground beef ground up right here. Now you're going to add in your seasonings, and I'm just adding some seasoned salt and some garlic powder. Then you'll add 2 cans of cream of mushroom to your brown ground beef. Then you just put your meat into your baking dish. I'm going to be making 2, so I'm just going to use half in this one and then half in another one. Then you'll add some sliced cheese to the top of your meat. Then you add your tater tots. So I opened up a can of green beans. It's just the Great Value brand, the family size from Walmart. I'm going to add in a packet, or not the whole packet, just a sprinkle it on top of this Italian dressing seasoning. My husband's cutting grass if y'all hear that. And then a little bit of these bacon pieces, and that's how I do my green beans. I share it in almost every video, but in case someone was new here and didn't know how I made my green beans, that's how I do it. Just sprinkle some bacon bits in there. You don't have to have a lot. A little goes a long way. And then here it is once it comes out of the oven. This is my husband's favorite meal, and I just cooked some green beans on the side and some garlic toast. Alright y'all, tonight we're going to be making a chicken Alfredo bake, and I didn't film all the steps because I was on the phone with my sister, because she's the one that actually gave me this recipe. So all I did was cut up a chicken breast, and I had a really large chicken breast, so you cut up however much you'll need. Then I just added it into a buttered pan. Once my butter melted, I added my chicken in there. Then I seasoned with garlic powder and lemon pepper, and I just cooked my chicken down until it was done. Right here I've got some penne pasta boiling. When it gets done, I'm gonna mix the penne pasta. Oh yeah, also to my water I added a little bit of olive oil. Once the noodles get done, I'm gonna mix it with my chicken, and then I'm gonna add in some marinara sauce and some ragu roasted garlic parmesan sauce. Mix that up really well. Then I'm going to put it in my casserole or my baking dish. Then I'm going to top with some cheese, and then we're going to bake in the oven just until your cheese melts. So to my bowl, I'm going to add my penne pasta first. I did drain all the water off of it. Then I'm going to add my cooked chicken breast. And I am going to add some of this juice just because I feel like it's got a lot of flavor in it, because that's what I cook my chicken in. Going to kind of give that a little bit of a stir. Then you're going to go in with your ragu sauce, or your Alfredo sauce. I don't guess it has to be ragu. It can be whatever kind you want, but this is what kind I was told to use, so this is what I'm going to be using. And then you go in with your jar of marinara sauce. You can get this at Walmart. Here in Georgia, it's only like 88 cents for this big jar of marinara sauce, so it's fairly cheap. Then you're just gonna mix all that up really well. Then you're gonna get your casserole dish and pour everything into this dish. Then top with cheese. Then you put it in the oven. I'm gonna put mine on 350 for about probably like 5 or 10 minutes just to let my cheese melt, and then it will be done. Oh my gosh, y'all, this looks so good. We're just gonna have a salad and maybe some toast to go with ours. But look at that, it just looks so good to me.
And here it is all plated up. Thank you, Sissy, for sharing this recipe with me. It was so good.
Alright y'all, tonight we're going to be making a creamy pork chop and potato casserole. So all you'll need is some potatoes, and I've got mine diced up, and I think I did about 7 of them. And then I got my pork chops right here. I've still got to season them up, but you'll put your pork chops on top of your potatoes. But before you do that, you'll mix up some onion soup mix. You just need 1 packet of that. 1 packet of brown gravy mix, 2 cans of cream of mushroom, 1 can of mushroom pieces and stems, and then these are the seasonings that I'm going to put on my pork chops. I just got some garlic powder, some Morton seasoned salt, and some roasted garlic and herb seasoning. In my bowl, I'm going to add both of my creams of mushrooms first. Then I'm going to add my packet of brown gravy. And then the 1 packet of onion soup mix. And then my can of mushroom pieces and stems. Look something like that once you get it all mixed up. Then you'll set that aside, and I always add butter and some garlic powder to the top of my potatoes, and then I do the pork chops, and then I pour the cream and mushroom mixture on top. That's how I do it, but everybody does it in different steps, but that's how I'm going to be doing mine. Then you're going to go in with your cream of mushroom and onion soup mixture. You do want to make sure you get all of the pork chops coated with it.
And then here's mine once it come out of the oven, y'all. My husband said this might be his new favorite next to Tattletail Casserole, and it was really, really good, y'all. And on the side, we just had some green beans, and I just seasoned them up with the Italian dressing seasoning mix and bacon pieces like I always share with y'all. I did it the same way I always do. And in case you were wondering how much my husband really did love this meal, here's a view of his plate afterwards. He said it was really, really good, y'all, so I hope you guys will give it a try. But that's all I got for y'all this week. I hope you enjoyed this week's What's for Dinner. If you did, please don't forget to leave me a big thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. I would love for you to join my YouTube family, and I'll see you all next week. Stay safe, and bye, y'all.